Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready?
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Watch out. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
58, right there.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the edge. Check your hot read.
Back to throw. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Saints have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Dumping it off for Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Topper! Say, hey, Alpha! Hey.
They'll try the air now with Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone. For a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
Check 24, check 24. Kill.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the run. Rush in.
Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm going to run you over. Jam. Check three.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back At the 38, Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Switch it. Mike 46, Mike 46.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Echo. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Slap, kill. 11. Hey, Delta.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50. You're good. Mike 4, ready.
Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to go deep for Beasley, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check nickel.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He gets away from one, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check 56. Here we go, let's bring it.
He'll look to throw. He finds Humphreys. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
58, come on.
Now Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They try again with Cohen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. You draw Corker.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Check 4. 11. Hey, seam 6.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check 55. Mike. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 38-yard line.
Bring it.
Ready.
Blue 80. 51. We go 21. 21.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Blue down. Blue down. Hey, Charlie. Mike 51. Mike 51. Come, boy.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Hey, D.
5-1.
Pick it up, D.
50.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Get that quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Hill. He gets it to Thomas. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Again, it's Kamara. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Break it down.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Bring it.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, box truck. And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Go, go.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Here we go, G. All day.
Sammy.
All day.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
He's coming. Double up.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to go for a big play down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
21.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's checking cracks.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This is Cohen. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left hand. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Tighten up.
On 1st down. It's Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Ready.
55. Hey, eat. Cut. Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 55 to Mike. Watch the curl.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
I got you, punk. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hey, zoom.
It's game situation. Let's go.
Mike, 55.
Ready.
One last throw here for Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on